What's up, everybody? It's Rodney from Box Office Banter. I am here to talk about top five because it is Thursday, and we are going to be doing top five, whatever you all comment, every Thursday. Uh, in one of the comments today, we got do the top five child actors that made the movie, like better than it, should have been, or you know, top five child actors that made the movie what it is. And so that's the one I chose to do. Not the easiest one in the world to do, but I think I came up with a pretty decent one. Yes, I have it written down because me and my memory don't get along. Not very well, at least. So, without further ado, I will start you all with number five. My number five goes to Roman Griffin Davis for the movie Jojo Rabbit. If you have not seen Jojo Rabbit yet, drop what you're doing and watch Jojo Rabbit. It's worth every second of your time. It's such a good movie. It's got so much heart. The story is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's Taika Waititi directing it. Thor Ragnarok. He did that. Great movie. A little movie back in, I couldn't even tell you what year right now, but it's called What We Do in the Shadows. Brilliantly hilarious. Absolutely funny as shit. Love that movie. But Jojo Rabbit's different. This is more of a mature, yet funny, telling of a kid who lives in Germany and no Jews are allowed, around. It's during the time of Hitler and everything. And this boy can portray emotions so well. There's a few scenes in this movie that are really heartbreaking, but at the same time, there's scenes in this movie that are absolutely beautiful and make you can't help but smile due to the kid. His acting in this movie was on point. He can throw down a sad emotion, he can throw a happy emotion, a confused emotion. He can do everything on the drop of a hat, and he did excellent. And Jojo Rabbit was actually in my top five movies of 2019, which we'll talk about another time. So, you go watch Jojo Rabbit. It's really good. That's my number five. My number four, Brooklyn Prince, for the movie The Florida Project. Probably one that a lot of you haven't heard of. Understandably, it's an indie film, but I'm a sucker for indie films and low budget, movies and shit like that. This movie, it stars Willem Dafoe as a hotel landlord, I guess you would put it. But the hotel is right by Walt Disney World, and it deals with this girl, Brooklyn Prince's character, and her single mother who live in this hotel. And it's just over the span of a summer, it's just their life, over one summer, the friends that the little girl meets and the dramas that come with, rebelliousness and just acting like a kid. She's a kid, I get that, but what she was doing in this movie with everything, dealing with a single mother and the drama of another single mother, where I'm not going to get too much in detail about it, but there are scenes where the little girl, can make you almost want to cry, or when she laughs about something that she finds hysterical, it makes you smile. She's just got that energy to her in her acting. And the story itself is really, really solid. It's a movie about a summer. There's no real, I guess, middle, beginning, end, like a normal movie would be, stages or whatever. It's just literally over the summer, and it's, I don't know where I'm going with that. It's really good. You need to check it out. The Florida Project. That's my number four. My number three goes to Noah Jupe for Honey Boy. Honey Boy, it's so good. And Shia LaBeouf, per usual, nails it. as his own father at that. This movie's by written by Shia LaBeouf, and I tell you what, it's an emotional ride. Noah Jupe, who plays Otis in the movie, but he's portraying Shia LaBeouf as a kid. Dude, it's unreal watching it. He portrays Shia LaBeouf in such a good way that the scenes where they're shooting Even Stevens on set, he looks like, you know, Shia LaBeouf on set. And everything that happens off camera from the show where, you know, dealing with Shia and his father in the movie, man, this Noah can act. He can throw it down when he needs to, acting wise. Like he's just like what's his name, Roman Griffin Davis. His emotions just pour out of him, and he's so good at really being angry. His when you see the scenes where he's angry, like I don't know how to describe that. As a young child, to be able to, with a straight face, stay angry for a scene is not, you know, the easiest thing in the world. He does it, and he kills it, and he makes you feel for, you know, his character in this movie. So emotionally, on like perfection on his part, he killed it. Absolutely great movie. You need to check it out. Number two is Daphne Keene from Logan. Daphne Keene plays X-23, basically like a clone of Logan. And, dude, she barely speaks the first half of the movie. And when she does, it's in Spanish. And it's not even until like 3/4 of the movie where she finally speaks English. You realize she can talk in English. It's her facial expressions alone are worthy of being on this list. Like, she can make you, because this list is all about like how children, like child actors, can, you know, express emotions pretty much. Because I mean, I want to see an emotional movie, so if they can affect my emotions by acting on screen and even as a kid, you're doing pretty good. So, but she didn't even have to talk is the thing. Like her face said everything when Logan was either yelling at her, or if he was, you know, hurt, and or if he was doing something he shouldn't have been doing, like, or she didn't agree with. Dude, she let you know with just looks, and it was incredible. Her fighting in this movie is so good. She fights, and it's not like it's choreographed. It doesn't feel choreographed at all. She was fighting as if a kid were fighting for their life, or, you know, kind of sloppy-ish, but, you know, just angry, like jumping around, like just no control really, just doing whatever, you know, they need to do because they're so angry. Uh, she so good though, and I know a lot of you out there love Logan. I mean, Logan, it's one of the greatest comic book movies, you know, out there. So on to number one. My number one child star that made the movie goes to River Phoenix in Stand By Me. And Stand By Me is, yet again, it's just an emotional joyride of a movie. But you can't take your eyes off of River Phoenix in this whole movie. His character in this movie is so realistic. It felt so genuine and authentic that I felt like I was watching almost like found footage, if that makes any sense to y'all. Like found footage of him just, you know, hanging out as a character, not acting, but if he were that character in real life, that's how it would be. He nails it. And River Phoenix passed way too soon. Way too soon. 23 years old, I believe. Way too young. Trivia, Joaquin Phoenix's brother, in case y'all didn't know. Now you do. Watch Stand By Me if you haven't watched it. It's a classic. And all the child actors in that movie are excellent. They really are. But River Phoenix stands out And he's the one that I talk about the most whenever Stand By Me gets brought up. It's River Phoenix's character, because he just made an impact, you know, on me watching that movie. So yeah, uh, that's my top 5 child actors who made the movie great, or better than it had any business being. So tune in next Thursday for another top 5 video. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but we will find out and figure this out. Until next time, Lizard out.